We've got the refreshed Toyota RAV4 Hybrid Woodland Edition.
Last year, minor tweaks. This year, minor tweaks. Let's get into it.
Here we go.
We're in the Woodland Edition. Easy there. And
It is a hybrid, Zach.
And we're off hunting tacos.
Tacos?
In my plaid shirt.
Tacos? Why are we hunting tacos?
Because that's where urban woodsmen and woodswomen. All right, Andrea, what's under the hood of this hybrid?
A 2.5 liter 4-cylinder matched to an ECVT and Toyota's hybrid Synergy drive. It has a combined 219 horsepower and standard all-wheel drive.
I'll be right over here upstairs in housewares. Once again, no height adjustment. Tall Zach at the ceiling. All right, let's get into what do you get with this Toyota RAV4 Hybrid.
The RAV4 Hybrid comes with a 7-inch multi-information display, an 8-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto, a 6-speaker audio system, heated front seats, premium fabric seats, manual driver and passenger seats, LED headlamps, 17-inch wheels, a temporary spare tire, and Toyota Safety Sense 2.5, including blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. In the US, heated front seats are not standard, but available in a package on the XLE model. For 2023, there's also an available 12.3-inch digital driver display.
So this Woodland has a trail setting. What else can we put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe. The most important thing is to hit the notification bell and also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to see what's going on behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button.
There are 4 things that come to mind for us when we get into a RAV4 Hybrid. They are practicality, excellent resale value, good fuel economy, and the final one is an affordable hybrid for many different budgets.
Now, I've been on record, Andrea, saying this many times. This Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is the best vehicle on the road. I'm going to go through a list. You ready?
Yeah.
What's the best-selling category? Compact SUV.
Yes.
We're in that. You get a Toyota with great resale value and all the things Andrea just mentioned. And the starting price is killer at just over $34,000. You name me a vehicle that has all of that for that price.
And so popular. There are so many on the road. I had one pull in front of me. I was in the middle, and then one pulled in behind me, and I was like, what? How many RAV4s can I see?
Yeah, it's the best-selling passenger vehicle in the country. All right, so let's get into what's new. This is the new trim, right?
Yeah, this is the Woodland Edition. And in Canada, it builds on the XLE model. It's a package for just over $2,100. In the US, you actually have a Woodland Edition model. What it comes with, 18-inch bronze wheels. It has a TRD tuned off-road suspension. You also get these roof rails and crossbars, special Woodland mats, and also Woodland badging.
And the colors, we were really surprised. I chose this because I thought maybe it's available in green. Andrea says, no. Why wouldn't they come out with it in green? You think it makes sense? This one's black. What other colors can you get?
White and cavalry blue, all with bronze wheels. But I was thinking, how about like a hunter green?
Or an olive green.
Yeah.
Or an army green.
And then how about a brown interior instead of black?
Anyway, this is the Woodland. And we referenced at the very beginning that Toyota has made adjustments. This version of the Toyota RAV4 came out in 2019. And just last year for 2022, they did a very mild facelift. And really all they changed were the headlamps, and you had to buy the top trims to get those special headlamps. And this year they turned their attention to the inside. What's new?
Well, you get a new infotainment system and an available larger 10.5-inch touchscreen. Also, standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and dual Bluetooth phone connectivity.
That's a big deal. You know, a lot of people want all the latest connectivity, and for them to update the radio is kind of a big deal. And we said last year, if you're wanting to buy a RAV4, wait till this year because this is what you get.
Now, the XLE model really is our best value trim. You get all the standard features, of course, plus a heated steering wheel, a moonroof, and a power tailgate. In the US, it's a little bit different. You have to add packages to that trim to get some of these features. And also I want to point out that the Woodland Edition in the US is pretty stripped down. It doesn't come with heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, the moonroof, or the power tailgate. So you gotta really like the look of this.
So we drove the TRD version of the gas model last year, and then Toyota axed it for the Canadian market, still available in the United States. This kind of replaces it as the Woodland, and you now get it as a hybrid. So that's kind of a win-win.
In Canada, you can add the premium package for just over $2,000 Canadian to the XLE trim if you want soft text interior, driver seat memory, and of course the 18-inch wheels. What you can't do is add the Woodland package and the premium package at the same time. It's one or the other.
I need a spreadsheet. I tell you what, the big question is, all right, Andrea, our favorite is the XLE, okay? So the hybrid in the Canadian market around $38,000, right?
Yeah.
That's some good value. Base model's $34,000, the XLE's really the one you want. So the question is this Woody version worth the $2,500? Would you spend $2,500 more to get these bronze wheels and a few badges?
I wouldn't, because if we're sharing a vehicle together, I want driver's seat memory. So I'm going to get the XLE, but I'm going to add the premium package. I'm not going to get the Woodland model.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. And you know what? As much as I like heated cloth seats, I think that XLE with the faux leather actually is really nice looking.
Yeah, Softex leatherette is really good. Toyota does a nice job with it. We have a friend who has a RAV4, and she said to me, actually kind of argued with me that it was leather. And I said, actually, it's not. I broke the news to her. It's leatherette. But she said, but the dealership told me it was leather.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Dealers are so honest, Andrea.
Anyway, she goes, well, I don't care because I like it. And I said, I like it too. I also want to point out that the heated steering wheel is not heated all the way through.
No, that's something they could definitely work on. I suspect when this vehicle gets totally redone, that's something they'll change, because we have seen them migrate to a full heated steering wheel on other new products.
The top limited trim has all the extra features like ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, a power passenger seat, and a digital display rearview mirror. Some of these features are standard on the US top trim, or they're available in packages. A panoramic sunroof is available in the US, but it is not available in Canada. We just get a moonroof.
Well, here's me getting in the back seat. The one thing I should point out is this has a bump in the middle of the two outboard seats, and the new CR-V, for example, has a flat floor. I will say that the rear seat comfort is excellent. There's something about Toyota and the foam they use. It's quite comfortable, and the pitch of the rear seat is very good as well. So there's plenty of legroom and headroom.
The RAV4 has a spacious front row and keeps up well with the competition at 41 inches, but it's the Forester and the Rogue that offer the most front row legroom at 43.3 inches. Second row legroom in this class is smaller at 37.8 inches. The Tucson and Sportage have the most at 41.4 inches.
And then you open the cargo area. As we mentioned, this is based on the XLE, and that's where the power liftgate comes in. And you see in the back that it has the Woodland branded floor mat.
Space behind the second row at 37.6 cubic feet is good, but it's the CR-V that offers the most at 39.3 cubic feet. The RAV4 gets 69.8 cubic feet of overall cargo space. The CR-V has the most at 76.5.
Now make sure you stick around for our hot topic, cablegate. What the heck is that? We'll tell you about it right after questions.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Brought to you by Carmigo, the easiest way to sell your car on your terms. Your questions from Instagram.
I test drove a RAV XLE the other day. I'm 5'9" and feel the roof headroom is far too short. 2 to 3 fingers width from top of head to the liner. It looks nice though. Zach would be a good example of this because he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, but 5'9", I'm guessing that's for the passenger seat, because unless you get the top trim, there's no height adjustment for the passenger seat. You know, I have the torso of a giant, Andrea.
I know,
so
and he's fine.
I have no problem.
Yeah, you saw Zach in the passenger seat and not enough headroom. But for me, this is good. Tough decision between this and the new CR-V hybrid. Well, I know what I would take.
I don't think it's a tough decision.
That's what I was going to say.
This is a much easier decision.
Okay, hold up. In the US, the pricing is pretty good on the CRV hybrid because you have that base sport model and then you've got the top trim sport touring. And you know what? Your pricing is good in the US, but in Canada, we only have the one model. And you know what? That top hybrid is around $49,000
Okay,
Canadian.
let's wait.
Way too much.
By the time you get the freight and the tax, and it's well over $50,000.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're smoking at Honda head office in Canada. This is a way better deal. It's about $16,000 cheaper for the base model hybrid. Plus, Andrea, why do you buy a hybrid?
You get it for fuel economy.
This gets better mileage than the new Honda CRV. Hello.
We weren't getting the EPA numbers for the CRV hybrid, which was super disappointing. So for us, for sure, this would be the RAV4. I think the CRV has a more modern interior. This is certainly more practical.
You know what this is, Andrea? This is very woodland. It's very woodland in that you don't worry about the inside. It's not fancy.
On all RAV4s, you don't worry
just
about
saying.
the inside.
I'm just saying this one.
Okay. We'll get back to your questions in just a minute, but we wanted to let you know that this video is brought to you by Carmigo. It's a marketplace that connects sellers and buyers in the easiest way possible.
Now, if you've ever tried to sell your own personal vehicle, first of all, it's a lot of work and you get a lot of not qualified buyers kicking the tires, and it really wastes a lot of time.
It makes me a little bit nervous as a woman to sell a vehicle on my own just for safety reasons. So this really works well for me.
So how would you like to be able to sell a vehicle easily within 24 hours and you set the minimum price?
With Carmigo, all you need to do is upload your car's details and pictures. It takes about 15 minutes and then you set your minimum price. Then Carmigo collects offers from a nationwide network of buyers.
And after one business day, the buyer with the highest bid wins.
Carmigo will collect just a $350 sell fee only after you sell your car at the price you agreed to.
So how would you like to be able to utilize this service? All you need to do is go to the link in our description below. It takes you to the Motormouth landing page. They've set up a whole community and you get a $50 discount off your sell fee.
This offer is for sellers in the US, so have fun with it. You've got to watch the hot topic. You're going to like this one. Okay, one last question. I'll probably be the first of a few people to ask this question. Is this RAV4 any quieter than the earlier ones? I understand the hybrid is quieter than the conventional gas-only RAV. I wanted to consider one a few years back, but I was turned off from reviews about the noise level. Also, how's the ride quality?
Okay, so I can give you what we think and also what was actually done. Because we have a colleague, Scott McKenzie, who doesn't just work for Toyota Canada on the PR side.
Yeah.
He also works at the factory where they make these as part of their communications team. I asked him about this. He said they have made incremental changes over the years. We can't really tell, but he said they knew it was noisy and they worked on it.
And that's good to hear, although I haven't noticed that much of a difference. I can tell you one thing. This RAV4 hybrid is a lot quieter than the gas model. When you are driving this in the city, it's super comfortable. But when you are on the highway and you're accelerating quickly, you're going to hear the engine match to an eCVT. There is no doubt about it. I find that the Kia Sportage, the Hyundai Santa Fe, and the Hyundai Tucson hybrids are all quite a bit quieter.
And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
Has Toyota solved the issue this time around surrounding the RAV4 hybrids and cablegate?
So what the heck is cablegate? Well, this came to light last year in Quebec, where they know winter, they get a lot of snow, and they also throw down a lot of salt. So the salt was getting into the orange housing, and inside the cable was corroding, and it was causing a fault with the hybrid system, and it basically wasn't working, and the fix was $6,000.
Yeah, because many of these vehicles were out of the 3-year, 60,000 kilometer warranty, and this cable was no longer covered. So that became a huge problem. Toyota has extended the warranty of 2019 to 2022 models. And if there is corrosion of that cable, it will be replaced. But you will have to go to the dealership, The dealership will have to decide if there is corrosion. They're not just going to replace the cable if there is no signs of this. Toyota Canada tells us that the cable was redesigned in 2021, and they're just extending it to 2022 models because safety is important and they want consumers to feel confident.
So why do you buy a RAV4 hybrid? First of all, fuel economy. We're going to get into the official numbers, and this one has particularly good value in our vital stats.
Let's start with pricing. We'll do Canada first and then move on to the US. The base trim starts at just under $35,000 and the top limited trim is just under $46,000. Prices tested for the Woodland model, just over $40,000. In the US, the base trim starts at just under $31,000. The top limited trim, just over $39,000. And the Woodland edition, just over $33,500 US.
Here's the fuel economy, 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 6.3 on the highway. That's 41 miles per gallon in the city, 38 miles per gallon highway. This RAV4 can tow 1,750 pounds. And Toyota offers a warranty of 3 years, 60,000 kilometers, or 36,000 miles. In the United States, you get complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. So you want to buy a compact utility and you want a hybrid, what else can you choose?
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid with a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and a hybrid system, 226 combined horsepower, and a starting price of just under $41,000.
The Kia Sportage or Sportage hybrid with the exact same powertrain as the Hyundai Tucson, but a lower starting price. It starts at $36,500 in Canada.
The Toyota Venza, offering a little more luxury than the RAV4 hybrid. It has the same drive system and same 219 horsepower, but a starting price of just over $41,000.
The Ford Escape hybrid with a 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle 4-cylinder, 200 horsepower, and a starting price just over $40,000.
So there are 4 hybrid crossovers for you to consider.
Lightning round, 2 things we like to see improved.
Well, I like the updated technology in this hybrid.
I love the value.
I'd like to see a height adjustment on all trims, even if it's just manual.
And I want a fully heated steering wheel, because we're Canadian, eh?
You can't beat the RAV4 hybrid for its excellent, affordable price point.
Is it the car to beat in the market? I think it is.